Maurice Richard, a cultural icon. When discussing the greatest hockey players of all time, the name Maurice Richard is sure to come up. As a legendary figure in the sport, Richard's impact goes beyond his on-ice achievements. He is not only remembered for his skill and dedication to the game, but also for the cultural significance he held in Canada. Born on August 4, 1921, in Montreal, Quebec, Maurice Richard grew up in a working-class family. His father worked as a machinist, and his mother was a housewife. From a young age, Richard developed a passion for hockey and spent countless hours practicing his skills on homemade ice rinks. Richard's journey to greatness was not without obstacles. Standing at a height of just 5 feet 10 inches and weighing 178 pounds, Richard was not the biggest player on the ice. However, what he lacked in size, he made up for with his determination and relentless drive to succeed. In 1942, Richard made his debut with the Montreal Canadiens, a team he would go on to play for his entire career. He quickly made an impact, showcasing his scoring ability and competitive spirit. Richard was known for his incredible speed, powerful shot, and fearlessness in the face of adversity. Throughout his career, Richard set numerous records and achieved milestones that solidified his status as a hockey legend. He was the first player in NHL history to score 50 goals in a single season, accomplishing this feat in the 1944-45 season. Richard also became the first player to reach the 500-goal mark, eventually finishing his career with 544 goals in 978 regular season games. Richard's impact on the game extended beyond his individual accomplishments. He was a key figure in the success of the Montreal Canadiens, helping the team win 8 Stanley Cups during his career. His leadership on and off the ice was instrumental in molding the team's identity and creating a winning culture. Beyond his achievements on the ice, Maurice Richard held immense cultural significance in Canada. Often referred to as the Rocket, Richard became a symbol of Quebecois identity and pride. He represented the working-class roots of the province and embodied the determination and resilience of its people. In the 1940s and 1950s, Quebec experienced socio-economic and political challenges, with many Quebecois feeling marginalized and overlooked. Richard's success and prominence in the hockey world provided a source of inspiration and hope for the province. He became a representation of what Quebecois people could achieve, breaking barriers and defying expectations. Perhaps the most significant cultural moment involving Richard occurred on March 17, 1955, during a game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins. Richard was involved in an altercation with Bruins defenseman Hal Laycoe, resulting in Richard retaliating by striking a linesman. As a result, Richard was suspended for the remainder of the season, including the playoffs. This decision by NHL President Clarence Campbell led to uproar and protests from fans, primarily in Quebec. The discontent among the fans reached its height on March 17, 1955, when a riot broke out in Montreal. The city was paralyzed, and over 100 people were arrested. The event, now known as the Richard Riot, has since become a symbol of resistance and the fight against injustice. The Richard Riot was a turning point for both Richard and Quebec. It showcased the passion of the fans and their unwavering support for their sporting hero. The incident also brought attention to the social and economic challenges faced by Quebec and ignited a sense of unity among its people. Maurice Richard retired from professional hockey in 1960 but continued to be involved in the sport. After his retirement, the NHL introduced the Maurice Richard Trophy, awarded annually to the league's top goal scorer. This tribute further solidified Richard's status as a hockey icon and ensured his legacy would live on. In 1996, Richard passed away at the age of 78, leaving behind a lasting impact on the sport and culture of Canada. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest hockey players of all time, but more importantly, Maurice Richard will forever be a cultural icon. In conclusion, Maurice Richard's impact goes beyond his athletic achievements. His skill, determination, and cultural significance have made him a revered figure in Canada. Richard's contributions to the sport of hockey and his role in shaping Quebecois identity have solidified his legacy as a cultural icon. His story serves as an inspiration to aspiring athletes and a reminder of the power of sports to unite and bring about social change.